Balzer and Bray and Harper Audio present Horace and Bunwinkle, The Case of the Rascally Raccoon, by P.J. Gardner. Performed by Tara Sands. 1. Garbage, garbage, everywhere. Winky was bored silly. Ellie, that was her human, was busy in her office with something called bills, and Horace, that was her brother, was asleep on the couch next to her. Horace wasn't her blood brother, on account of him being a dog, and her being a pig. But they were still family. The kind of family who loved each other no matter what, even when one of them picked a TV show, then immediately fell asleep and didn't even watch. And then his poor sister had to sit through the boringest show ever, about dogs eating toast. She looked over at Horace, who was drooling on the couch, and made up her mind. The TV was hers. Winky slowly put a hoof on the remote. There was no movement from the slobber king beside her. Next, she pushed the up arrow. A lady's smiling face appeared on the screen and said, "This lipstick will change your life." Ugh, no thanks. Lipstick was the worst. Winky had worn some not long ago, and it took forever to come off. Winky pushed the arrow again, and a tall man with a furry scarf appeared. "Welcome to Weird and Wonderful. I'm your host, Sheridan Simper, and this little lady is JoJo." The scarf moved, and a pair of beady eyes stared out of the TV. "JoJo is a lemur, and tonight we're going to explore her homeland, Madagascar." Ooh, this looked good. Winky snuggled down to watch, which was the exact moment Horace started to snore. It was kind of a whistle and kind of a snort, and it was kind of driving her crazy. Winky turned up the TV. Horace got louder. She turned it up again, and he got louder again. Finally, she put her hoof over Horace's nose hole to stop the noise. Yes, now she could hear the TV. She pulled her hoof back and got comfortable. Sheldon handed JoJo an orange. "Lemurs are big fans of fruit. That's because they're herbivores." Snore. Seriously? They're also highly intelligent. Using tools and doing simple math are no sweat for these primates. Snore. Winky did the hoof on the nosehole trick again, but as soon as she covered one nosehole, the other one made the noise. It was like she was playing an instrument. Dang it. Her show would be over before she could turn off Horace's sniffer. There was only one thing to do. Hooves of steel. It was a move she'd borrowed from a character on her favorite TV show, Andy's Adventures. Suey was a pig like Winky, and she solved mysteries with a dog just like Horace. Only Spot didn't snore or talk about New England constantly. That was where she and Horace had gotten the idea to be pet-tectives. They were good at it, too. Just last week, they'd caught a pair of pet thieves who were rounding up animals from the neighborhood. Mostly because of Winky, but Horace had helped. A little. Things had been quiet since then, but she had a feeling that was about to change. Horace's nose squeaked again. That was it. Winky reared up on her hind legs and shouted, "Hooves of steel!" Her feet hit Horace on his side. "You'll never get me to talk, you disgusting fowl, you," he grumbled, but his eyes stayed closed. No way! He was still asleep. And she'd hit him as hard as she could, too. Maybe if she did it again.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?